Welcome back to Leeds Lately. This video is another part of this almost series where we introduce new fans to Leeds United and we go down memory lane with our old fans. Today we're going to talk about why Leeds United wears a white kit. Now, they weren't always white. Back when Leeds United were founded in 1919, we actually had a black or a dark blue and white striped kit, a little bit like what you see Newcastle have now. Before that, when Leeds City were the club, before Leeds United were founded after that, Leeds wore royal blue and gold or yellow, and then after the stripy kit we did have a lot of royal blue and yellow / gold kits all the way up till 1961. Now, the reason that we had a royal blue kit and a royal blue and yellow kit was because it went with the city crest, and which used to be the coat of arms of Leeds, used to be the badge as well. But in 1961, the famous Don Revie, the most successful Leeds manager of all time, changed the colour of the kit to white. And the reason he did this was because he believed that if Leeds United modelled themselves on the famous Real Madrid, the fans and the players and the club and the staff and everybody would start to believe and be encouraged that Leeds could achieve the same level of success as what Real Madrid had done. And actually, this was a very ahead of its time thing to do, because psychology and motivation in that way weren't really too much of a known quantity in football, especially at the time. And Don Revie brought with him new ideas like that. He was also, though, a very deeply superstitious man. And in his time as Leeds manager, he did change some other things as well. So one of the things was he was told by somebody that owls were unlucky. And an owl is, like I mentioned before, the Leeds crest, the Leeds coat of arms, the city coat of arms, had an owl on each side. You'll be able to see that on the screen at some point during this video. And at times throughout history, Leeds had an owl on the badge because of that. It was a little bit of paying homage to that. And Don Revie was told, like I say, that owls are unlucky. And so he removed that off the badge. He also, by extension, believed that birds were unlucky in general. So he removed the peacock's nickname for the club in the time that he was there, because he believed these things were unlucky. There's a whole host of things that Don Revie believed in that were deeply superstitious things, that he thought that would make a difference to the look of Leeds United. 10 years after he turned the kits white to almost pay homage to Real Madrid. I think this is the most time I've ever said homage in a video, but to pay homage to Real Madrid, he turned them white. But 10 years later, it came back, the royal blue and yellow came back as a trim on the white kit and has been there ever since. Blue and yellow are the secondary colours now for Leeds United, when originally they were the primary colours, but now you always see, obviously I've got an away shirt on from the 1990s, so this is why this is blue and yellow, but that's also paying homage back to the original colours of Leeds United. But since Don Revie changed them, we never changed back. We've always had a white home kit. And since 10 years after that, we've always had a white home kit with either yellow or blue or both, a trim on them, to like I say, go back to those original days and show the history of Leeds United. So that's why when you look at a modern Leeds kit, you can see why they've done certain things. You look at this season's kit, for example, you can see the peacocks, because obviously that was the nickname of Leeds before and after Don Revie, because of the old Peacock pub, which was right next to the ground, and the ground was nicknamed the Old Peacock Ground as well. And so that became synonymous with Leeds United, and that's why there's peacock feathering pattern on Leeds United's kit this season, on all of the kits actually. So yeah, it's interesting to look back through history and see why certain decisions have been made. And I don't think a manager these days would have the power to change the colour of the kit, but back then they were a manager in terms of they would manage the whole club when they were appointed, for the most part, and they would have the power to make a decision like that. And Don Revie obviously decided to take it upon himself to change the Leeds United kit to pay homage to Real Madrid, and try and encourage the players, the staff, everybody and the fans to believe that we could achieve the success of somebody like Real Madrid. And obviously he was massively successful. Now, I don't know whether the two things correlate exactly, but who's to say that they don't, and that it wasn't a big part of why Leeds United were so successful under Don Revie. But for me, I think it's because we had a great team, we had a great manager, and we were the best team in the world. Now, to the point where we nearly won a European Cup final. Look out on the channel in the coming weeks, because there will be a video about that game in particular. So look out for that, and we'll talk about that as well. Thanks for watching Leeds Lately, though. Thanks for coming down memory lane and learning about Leeds United history with me. If I have got anything wrong, because obviously I was born in 1997, I don't remember these things happening, so I've had to do my research. So if I've got something wrong and you remember it differently, let me know down below in the comments, and I'll be happy to talk about it. So yeah, thanks for watching Leeds Lately, and I'll see you in the next one.